This chart shows the level of government borrowing over the last 20 years. The skyscrapers building there are the financial crisis, but they've got nothing on this. This spike shows that the government borrowed a colossal £62 billion last month. That's the largest number on record. It's almost 6 times more than in April last year, when £11 billion was borrowed, and almost 3 times the £22 billion that was needed in April 2012, which was the peak of borrowing after the financial crisis. Now, it's a consequence of 2 things: government support during the outbreak and the impact of lockdown on tax receipts. The Job Retention Furlough Scheme is currently paying the wages of 8 million people and has so far cost £11 billion. And another 2 million people have claimed self-employment support. That could yet cost another £6 billion. Now, on the other side of the equation, the economic slowdown has left a £25 billion hole in government income from taxes and so on. Now, most of that is VAT. Last April, the Treasury collected £12 billion. This April, it was actually negative, minus £0.9 billion, as businesses deferred paying their VAT and the Treasury rebated more money than it collected. And of course, we are all spending less. This chart shows retail sales volumes. They're down a record 18% in April. Spending on clothing and shoes was down 52%, household goods down 45%, though spending on alcohol and tobacco was up 2%. Now, the consequence of all of this is an historic level of debt.
What's clear is that it's going to be the biggest deficit as a share of our economy that we've seen in peacetime. So it will be probably larger than what we saw at the height of the financial crisis. It will probably be larger than anything we've seen since the Second World War.
The irony of these dreadful figures for the public finances is they're actually a sign of the effectiveness of the lockdown measures and the economic support that's been offered. But now millions of jobs and livelihoods depend on the government being just as successful in restarting the economy.